Have you ever wondered when you picked up a pistol, maybe you got a brand new one or you're shooting somebody else's and it seems to be shooting way off? Well, it very well could be your sight picture. Stay tuned. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. VP Tactical here, and today we are talking about sight picture. And so I grabbed a couple of common pistols here, and we're going to talk a little bit about sight picture and what that means in terms of a hold, if you will, within that sight picture. And so that can ultimately dictate where your shots are landing and whether or not you're going to be hitting the target and what area of it, right? And so naturally, you think a lot of folks just want to pick up a pistol and point it dead at the target and just start squeezing the trigger, right? It would seem natural, but there are different types of holds, and I will post a picture here now. And so now that you've saw that picture, that gives you a little bit better idea of the different holds. Now, every manufacturer is going to be different. Your typical SIG pistols are going to run what's called a combat hold. And so basically with the combat hold, that front sight post, and I know we're a little close here, but generally the front sight post is going to cover up, the sight picture is going to cover up the whole target, essentially is what's happening, okay? And you squeeze that trigger, and it's really designed for duty purposes and or, EDC, for example. That's really the main idea behind the combat hold, and, well, guess the name, combat. So at least that's one sight picture. It's not uncommon to see that with SIG products. You may see it with some other brands like Glock and HK, you name it. I think a lot of it just depends on whether or not it has the factory sights and what they decided to equip with it for those factory sights. Whereas your Glocks, now this is a PSA dagger, but your Glocks, for example, are typically going to have a center hold where the front sight post is going to be, or when you line your picture up, you're basically going to be in the center of your target, wherever it is that you're aiming, as opposed to the target fully covered up for the combat hold. Or at least the center of the target fully covered up with the combat hold, whereas the center hold, again, you're going to be about half of that target. And so if you can imagine, you're only covering up half of it as opposed to the whole thing. So combat hold, great for short, quick, easy, rapid fire shots. If you're looking potentially more for precision, you might be using a center hold, and then arguably probably more rare would be a 6 o'clock hold where you're holding down at the very bottom of the target and hitting center mass. I personally haven't experienced any of those, but again, this is a topic that I at least wanted to address and talk a little bit about, and forgive the craziness of this target setup here and all of this stuff, but I wanted to illustrate my point. And again, if you just got a brand new pistol, or again, you pick up somebody else's pistol, or maybe if it's your own and you weren't necessarily hitting dead on every single time, or maybe you made some adjustments to your sight picture and it just, things seemed off, right? And so this is a quick educational video to illustrate the differences between, again, combat hold, where again you're essentially covering up the whole target. Obviously this target's really close, but you get the idea. Whereas center hold, if you're using, again, a Glock base variant or maybe a different pistol, and you're only on half of the target and you're in the center of it, right? And then 6 o'clock hold, where you're down at the very bottom of the target, or the bottom of the center mass, and that's where you're aiming for your shot. So anyway, hope this helps. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you noticed any difference with any of your pistols, or if this video even helped you. If you really want to support my channel, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Be safe, stay vigilant, and yeah, don't think I forgot PSA Rock. I definitely need to get it out to the range. I've just been absolutely swamped, but I do want to do a shooting review of this and get some rounds down it, and talk a little bit about my experiences with it. So at any rate, haven't forgot. Again, the video's coming. Stay tuned, and like I said, be safe and stay vigilant.